What's up, YouTube? Boy. Starting out rough out the gate, man. So like I said, I told y'all I was gonna show y'all all the ups and downs, all of everything. So, where do I begin? So, as you saw in the photo, the truck was getting towed, but it didn't break down nowhere. So, I first drove it to Caterpillar, had some coolant leaking in the oil, had them check it out. They took the head off, all that basically liners. My liners are damaged in my engine, so it's what's causing the oil the coolant and oil to mix together. So it's like, well, liners been damaged, and the truck being as old as it is, it's better to just go ahead and get the airframe done, get the overhaul done, which I knew was a possible chance when I bought the truck, because you know what I'm saying, I only got it for 11,000, so I knew that's the reason why it was that cheap. So it's not, once again, this ain't no unforeseen thing. It's just, you know what I'm saying, I was hoping that I didn't have to get it done, but I knew it was a high chance that I would. So, you know what I'm saying, it's not no big surprise. But so, the whole, also what I found out, the mileage on my truck is not correct. I knew that didn't add up too when I bought the truck, but, you know what I'm saying, I just go ahead, it is what it is. So basically, I found out because I had Caterpillar, I had them check, I had them run the ECM, the computer on the truck, and give me the miles off of there. And off of there, they said it was 1.3 and some change, so basically 1.4 million miles on the truck. So with that many miles on it, it's time for a rebuild. So I originally was gonna get the rebuild. Well, I really just was using Caterpillar to check to see what was wrong with the engine. I wasn't really gonna get it done there, because I knew they was gonna probably charge some crazy price, but I was just gonna see what they was gonna charge. So basically, they tried to charge me a $20,000 flat rate that was going to include the parts, doing the rebuild with the labor, and then they tried to charge some extra 20,000. I ain't really get that. They tried to say because the 20,000 was going to be for the airframe, all the stuff that come with the airframe kit and the labor, and then they saying once they check the turbo and all that stuff, and clean up all the oil and doing all this extra stuff, supposedly it's going to jack the price up to 40,000 total. So they told me that on a Friday. I was like, all right, I'll get back to y'all on Monday. I already knew I ain't got that kind of money, and if I did, I still wouldn't pay that kind of money. That's a basically a new truck. Like, nah, wasn't about to do that. So start making phone calls. Family friend, he got a couple trucks. His truck was at this little mom and pop shop or whatever. He was getting some engine work. He was getting some engine work done on his. He got the same engine as me. We both got Caterpillar C15s, and so he referred me to them. I talked to them. Dude told me basically get the parts, and he'd do it flat rate labor fee of 3,500. So he told me where to get the parts from. It's a good site or whatever. I called them. They priced the parts at like, it was like 6,000 without the turbo. But because it's that many miles in my truck, I just said, and once I'm already doing rebuild, I just said, you know what I'm saying, I'm changing out just about everything. Just so I'm one of the type of people, like, once I already get started, like, you might as well just go ahead, you know what I'm saying, change out just about everything. Even though I know that's on the outside of the engine, and the airframe ain't got nothing to do with the outside, but I had oil leaking from that area and the turbo area too, so I just like, go ahead and just change it. And the price went up so much with my turbos, because my engine has twin turbos, so yeah, it ran the price up. So 10 for is like, came up to like 10,100 for the parts, and then he do it for 3,500. So that plus the little stuff I had to get Caterpillar to do, I had them find out where the leak was coming from and all that, just because I couldn't get in touch with nobody at that time. So I'm gonna total out the door be paying like 15, 16,000 for the rebuild. The parts got warranties on them and stuff like that. Only downside is I don't think they ain't got no warranty for the job that they doing. So I'm taking a risk right there. But I don't know, man. It's either that or 40,000 to a Caterpillar, and I wasn't about to do that. I had like another person saying they could do it too, but they don't got their own shop, so they would have been outside doing it with the elements and all that. I wasn't really trying to do all that. So yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. Even though I knew I was gonna end up needing a rebuild when I bought the truck, I knew it just because of how I knew it from the price, and then just because it was an older truck, I know that's the reason why they were selling that cheap. They probably bought it from an auction, and just like when you buy a truck that cheap, 10,000, 11,000, you automatically just assume like the worst is wrong with it, everything wrong with it, and I already knew that Caterpillar's engine is more expensive than the other engines, so. But yeah, so hopefully, man, hopefully after getting this engine done, that I'm good, man, cause I'm ready. I got to make up some money, man. Boy been spending, but yeah, came out the gate stumbling a little bit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shoot, mm, it's a whole different ball game when you're on this side of the trucker industry, man. Like you could really, like you said, lose your shirt. You really lose your bread. You know what I'm saying? Because then these little maintenance stuff start to add up real fast. I'm trying to tell you. So my thing, I would say, like looking back, like I said, for me, this was still, like I said, this is the best decision for me to do in my position that I was in. But I would say for other people, if you ain't got so you ain't got to upfront all the costs. Because even if like when I do the math, I bought the truck for 11, spent like 5,000 up in Florida just to get oil change, stuff like that. That brought it to 16,000, and then I'm about to spend like another 15 to 16. That's gonna put me at 30,000 total. That's still a good price for a used truck. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't got no emissions on it, none of that type of stuff. So I'm still in the good ballpark range. Like I still ain't like overspend on my truck. Like all the other stuff I've been spending on been for like authority stuff, insurance and all that type of stuff. They ain't got nothing to do with the truck. And other expense I bought buying a trailer, like none of that ain't got nothing to do with the truck. The thing that I did, like I said, I basically took the L up front. I got the trailer, truck, rebuild. Like I spent all this bread up front. So my goal is to make it up on the back end. I took a heavy hit up front. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't saying the way I did it is the smartest way. It's just the way I chose to do it for my situation and what I got going on in my life. Like I wasn't trying to lease on, like car hauling is different. You will see, like you gotta have your own trailer for one to get in this game. Like you can't try to lease on with nobody and not have a trailer. So and it's like I didn't want to lease on nobody once I got the trailer because like I'm trying to get all the money. So, but what I would recommend for other people, because I know majority of people not gonna be in the position I am that they could be able to like do all this stuff. Because I ain't gonna lie, shoot, upfront and all this stuff almost bankrupted me. Not bankrupt, but almost like wiped out my accounts. All the bread that I had saved for this story, I spent way more than I predicted to be spending. So like, it ain't no game out here. So I'm not even gonna fake like I'm just swimming in dough. Like it ain't that, not at all. So like I said, recommendations. Yeah, if I had to do it all over again, or if I want to get somebody else some advice, I would not have no Caterpillar engine unless you already have like in-house mechanics that work on Caterpillars that can do it for the low. Cause the shop is gonna hit your head. They're gonna hit your head for them repairs or for the rebuild. So I'd probably get the Detroit 12.7 liter. I get that engine. If I had to do it all over again, or if I'm giving advice to somebody else, I get that engine instead of a Caterpillar engine. Because if you did have to go to a Freightliner or a dealership, it'll still be a lot cheaper, like a good $10,000 cheaper. So imagine how much it'd be cheaper if you got like the homeboy mechanic doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, don't get no Caterpillar unless you got your mechanics already on deck. Cause if you just going through a dealership, you ain't gonna survive. I'm trying to tell you. Like I had to do some serious calling around, and you know what I'm saying. I still haven't even used these people before that I'm dealing with, so it's still a risk right there. I'm just my peoples that had their truck there. I'm just going over his word and hoping for the best. Like I be telling y'all, and that's just like I said, get a backup plan just in case it hit the fan. Boy, gotta go back company. It is what it is, man. It's part of, you know what I'm saying, business, part of investing. Like you ain't gonna always hit a home run. You ain't gonna always, you know what I'm saying, it ain't no guarantee. It's rolling the dice, man. But so yeah, I would say don't get no Caterpillar unless you got people that's already gonna work on it for cheaper. Cause if you got a person that can do it for, you know what I'm saying, low labor rate, it ain't really that bad. Like I said, I'm about to spend 15, 16. But and then in Detroit is even cheaper than that. Like I think people be getting them done for like 12,000. You know what I'm saying? So don't get no Caterpillar unless you got the people to work on it. That's one. And two, I would say, if you ain't got the upfront bread or can't get it with like credit cards or anything like that, don't get you no cheap $10,000 truck. You know what I'm saying? Because majority of the time, like I said, unless you already know it got, but it's not gonna be rebuilt already. But I'll say don't get you no cheap truck unless you gonna have the money for the rebuild and everything, all that, or unless you're gonna lease on to somebody. Because it's like it can hit you hard up front and all that money. I'm talking about rebuild, buying the truck, buying the trailer, getting authority, insurance, all that. Like doing all that at once, that's a hard hit. Like I said, I did it because it was just a situation I was in. It made more sense on my end to do it, but like I said, I'm not even gonna gas nobody up to do it like it's just sweet. Like don't even put yourself in that situation. So like I said, I still believe in the cheap trucks, the $10,000 trucks and all that. I still believe in it, like I said, because you can build it up slow. But if you got the time to do it and you in position, got the people around it, I say do it. But just know what you're getting yourself into. That's another thing. You gotta be willing to learn about these engines and stuff like that. Like I don't know. I'm still learning on the job for real. So, but I'm trying to learn my best talking to people around me. You know what I'm saying? Talking to the old heads. You know what I'm saying? Getting all the information I can, because that's the more you know, the more you can avoid getting taken advantage of. Because them shops are definitely gonna take advantage of you, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So, yeah, I think the last time I did the video, I had bought the starter, so I didn't end up needing a starter. It just I was charging my batteries with my car in the jump box, and it wasn't strong enough, so I had to put it on the battery charger for like a couple hours, and never was able to get my battery good. So I didn't end up needing a starter, so I didn't do that. But I did fix my power steering hose. I did that myself. So like I said, the more you work on your truck yourself and get more confidence, like I said, I'm gonna keep sharing with y'all this journey, man. Like I said, it ain't easy. I tell you the real. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, coming out the gate, like I said, it's been rough for me this first little month or so having my own authority. Like I almost went out of business. Like grand opening, grand closing. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like this shit is expensive, bro. Expensive. Like I said, I knew it was expensive, but it's like certain things wasn't happening in line like I prepared them to. But like I said, that's why you gotta have that backup plan just in case. Little exit strategy. Like I said, even if this shit was not work out, like I'd be blown, but I still gotta. I'm saying I had to go back company, but you know what I'm saying, still got backup plan. So that's all I'm gonna say, man. So to the next video, I keep y'all posting on how the rebuild go. You know what I'm saying? We go from there, man.